What goes on, guys? We're back here again with yet another review, and today we're going to be taking a look at the brand new Diamond Select Toys Miss Invisible, the Invisible Woman, Sue Storm, whatever you want to call her. And damn, I'm pretty damn excited to get this guy open, or this gal open rather, because I have been loving what Diamond has been doing with their figures recently, and it almost makes me wish that we could get this quality for every Marvel character, because if we did, I'd get everybody. But without further ado, the package is pretty basic. Let's go ahead and get her open. So getting Sue out of the package, I gotta say she's pretty damn awesome. Now, like I said at the beginning of the video, I think Diamond has been absolutely killing it with the Marvel figures, and it really makes me happy because I love Marvel, but I'm not in love with the Marvel Legends line. Does that make sense? You know, so it's nice to be able to just get a cool figure that you can fudge in scale. I understand that she's going to be a little tall, so for people saying it's the scale, well, yeah, I understand that, but if it's a better figure, it's a better figure, you know, so you make it work, right? But taking a look at this absolutely beautiful head sculpt here, man, it really does speak for itself. The paint is so nice. I love the expression, especially compared to Hasbro's last attempt at an Invisible Woman. Whew, that head was rough. But you do get a very simple yet efficient sculpt on her, along with a nice little blue shading in there, just to add a little bit of life to the character, you know, which is awesome. You love to see that. I do apologize ahead of time. As I'm recording, I am watching my cat this week, so he's probably going to come on screen at least once or twice, but you can kind of see his tail right there. What are you doing? You be a good boy. All right, but yeah, so I really do like the way that she looks. You want to help? You being a good boy? Okay. All right, well, I won't hold you guys too long here, but the painting looks very nice, along with the sculpt and the articulation on her. I really do like the way that it turned out, and I think that it has a nice proportion. I'm going to get this, I'm going to nip this right in the bud. Yeah, she's a little tall. She's a little tall, but you do a little bit of this. Get her in an action pose. Just move her a little bit. You can barely tell. She just looks like a taller woman, and maybe Sue is, who knows, but we'll talk about more scaling in a little bit. But overall, I love the basic mold and sculpt for this girl. Now, of course, a big feature of this figure is the fact that you can interchange a lot of her parts. So going ahead, if I were you, twist and pull. Don't just yank it. And if you can, don't be stupid like me and try to heat it up. Like that side's not coming out right now. Pull that out. And then you can go ahead and attach these fading pieces, which I love that. Super awesome. There you go. Make sure the arm's the right way on the body, but you get one for each side. Put this one on the other side. And boom. There you go. I like the way that that looks. And you can't do that to the arms and not do it to the legs. So again, twist and pull. And heat up if possible. And then you can go ahead and pop on the translucent legs. Have a nice snap to them. And boom. Oh man, that looks great. That is definitely how I am going to be displaying my Sue Storm. So getting her to stand up over here. I mean, some people don't like that you can see the joints in there. I personally don't care because it's like unavoidable to an extent. Like if you want a translucent figure, you're going to see what's going on inside the joints. Just part of the game in my opinion. But you do get a bunch of different hands as well. You get a pair of fist hands, or these are the gripping hands, a pair of gripped glove hands, and then you get a gripping clear hand and a fisted clear hand, and we'll talk about what those are used for in a second. You get a full set of clear gripping hands, actually. You get full sets of everything. So then the full translucent hand there. And then, no. Kick rocks, dude. Kick rocks, dude. And then you do get some effect parts. So you're going to get this force field hand, which is by far my favorite. And they did something here that they made a mistake on with Iceman that they didn't do here. There's no hinge on this hand. I love that. So you can just get her like this. So she has to fight a big monster. She's able to, which I absolutely love that. So that is super cool. And then she's going to come with this big old base. So for me, if I have enough space right now, I plan on displaying her just like this. Look at that. Ooh, that is super awesome. Super, super cool. And then she also, if that wasn't enough, she comes with this stand. There's a little peg hole in here. You put this in here, and then you can add, it's kind of like a flight stand, I guess. Doesn't really bring her up anymore, but you can kind of have her like this, like for dynamic posing, which I might do. I don't know. I kind of want to have her low crouching because she is a little bit taller. But you can kind of have her in this display, which is awesome. I like that a lot. And then if you want more effect parts for her, you get one of the clear gripping hands. Pop that in there. And you get this little ball that pops in half. You slip the peg, line up with the cavity with the wrist, have her hold that like she holds Reed, and then pop that back together, and she has an invisible. I don't really like that effect too much. It kind of looks like a nut ball, but I do like the big cleared one. So sick. So very cool. There's a bunch of different options here. You can really get creative with some of the dynamic posing that you can do. And I love that they play into the whole translucent thing. I mean, come on, that's our superpower, right? Looks pretty good to me. As far as her articulation is concerned, I will say the head is not great. You're basically just going to be able to rotate a little bit. She is not going to look up at all, and she only looks down a little bit. I'm not a big fan of the head articulation. Shoulders go up, they go down, they rotate 360. Bicep swivel. Single jointed elbow, which I kind of wish they did double, but I also understand why they didn't. And then the wrist swivel and hinge. You do get a diaphragm joint up here that does allow you to rotate. And then she can pivot pretty good on that, actually, and crunch forward and back. And then you do get a traditional waist swivel on the hips. Speaking of the hips, she gets full splits. Look at that. No stupid drop down, nothing dumb like that. Just full splits, baby. She can kick forward very far back, upper thigh cut. It'll get looser and easier to pop on and off the different legs once you go along. Hinge and swivel at the knee, which I wish there was more range there. There's really no reason that these can't be double joints, but Diamond Select looks like they're changing that. And then the ankles go up and down, and they're supposed to pivot, but this one's kind of off a little bit. So I have to fix that. It's an easy fix, but they do swivel. So yeah, very simple articulation, but I don't think a character like Sue needs crazy articulation. She should excel in accessories, in which she does. Here she is next to the NECA Toys King Kong in the Jazzwares Fortnite series Peely. Here she is next to the McFarlane Toys Dark Knight Returns Batman and the Hasbro Marvel Legends X-Men series Darwin. And like I said, she definitely is a little too tall, but I think it's enough. And there's enough good here to warrant posing it away a little bit. And then finally here she is, of course, next to the Marvel Legends What If series Zombie Captain America. So at this point, you guys are probably wondering, yo, Ant, what are your final thoughts on this figure? And I gotta say, she's pretty damn awesome. I love the translucent pieces. I can't get over how much I like this swirly hand effect. I think that is very, very well done. And the whole, like, shield that she's trying to create is very, very nice. I think the paint and sculpt is damn near perfection on a figure like this. And that she is very worth if she's a little bit taller than the Marvel Legends one, because that one was poopy. So until Hasbro comes out with one that matches this quality, I'm good with this one. So at a price point of $29.99, I'm going to go ahead and give her an 8 out of 10. The articulation does kind of suck, but the accessories and aesthetic more than make up for it. So with that being said, I believe that's all I got for today. If you've not already, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Also be sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I post a lot over there, and I have a lot of fun, so I'm sure you all will too. But as always, let me know. You copping? See you guys in the next one. Peace.
What goes on, guys? I wanted to hop on here again and thank you all for watching, and to let you know that if the following apps interest you, feel free to follow me on them, as I put the links in the description for you guys. I really appreciate everything you all do for me, so DM me with any questions or thoughts. I'd love to sit and talk with you all. Again, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.